Hello, welcome to this new video tutorial of multi-vendor marketplace distance-based shipping plugin for the Magento 2 platform. And in today's video tutorial, we'll be taking you through the front-end workflow and the back-end configuration that is required initially by the admin and the marketplace sellers before they can make use of this particular functionality by providing this particular custom shipping method to the customers. So what I'll be doing is I'll be first taking you to the web store front end, and I'll be giving you a small gist as of how the customers would be able to make use of this particular custom shipping method so as to place the orders. And then I'll be showing you how the admin and the marketplace sellers can configure this particular plugin under their own account panels. So before we move further, let me give you a small gist regarding this particular plugin. So basically this plugin helps the store admin and the marketplace sellers to create a custom shipping method wherein they can charge the freight rates that are based on the distance units. The distance is measured using the Google Maps and the shipping cost gets calculated unit wise, and the admin can set up the configuration to calculate the shipping distance by either choosing the Google Map distance or the latitude or longitude. The admin can also set up the option to display the estimated shipping charges on the product page itself, and the admin needs to configure the module settings from the backend before making use of this particular feature within the store. So the admin needs to make the initial setup first for the marketplace distance rate shipping plugin, and then he needs to configure the marketplace distance rate shipping plugin. So I'll be showing you all in all how this particular functionality will work. So first let me take you to the web store front end, and let's show you how the customers would be able to make use of this particular custom shipping method within the store. And I'll also be showing you how the customers can check the estimated shipping charges on the product page, and how the customers would be able to enter their location and click on the calculate to know the estimated shipping charges for the product that they want to purchase. So and apart from that, I'll also show you if the entered location is not available within the maximum coverage area, then a message that the shipping is not available in this location would be appearing on the product page itself. And so let's get ahead. Let's see how this can be done. So I've logged into my customer account here right now. So what I'll be doing is I'll be navigating to a product first, to a product page. So here we are on the product page right now. That's the gray code product, and here we can see that it's the product of the John store, and the store is located in New York, United States. So now the customers would be able to check the estimated shipping charges for this particular product, and to do so the customer needs to enter the location within this particular text box where we have this particular get estimate shipping cost label. So the customer needs to enter the location here, and after that he needs to tap on the calculate button to check the shipping charges for this particular product and whether the shipping is available at that particular location or not. So I'll be entering Philadelphia, USA, and let me tap on the calculate button. Alright, so here the customer can see that the estimated shipping cost for this particular product is $5,410 US. Similarly, we can also enter some more location names. So let me enter Jersey. And let me tap on the calculate button. So the estimated shipping cost for this product for shipping it within New York to Jersey is 5,283 rupees. So that's how a customer would be able to basically check the shipping amount or the shipping charges for a particular product that they want to purchase, and entering the address here and tapping the calculate button brings up the estimated shipping cost for that particular product. And also if the entered location is not available within the maximum coverage area, then a message that the shipping is not available on this location gets displayed where we can see right now the estimated shipping cost. So error message gets displayed here. So now let me take you further and let me place this particular order for the customer. So for that, now I'll be adding this particular product to the cart first. So I've added the gray code to the shopping cart and I've added 2 units of it. Now let me tap on the proceed to checkout button to make a checkout. So now I'll be selecting my shipping method, and under the shipping methods we can see that we have the marketplace distance rate shipping. That's the custom shipping method that the seller has created under his own account panel. So we'll be choosing that up and we'll be tapping the next button to proceed further. So here you can see that the address is of Los Angeles, California, and we'll tap next button so as to process this particular order. And lastly, on the payment method, we'll be choosing our payment method, and we'll be tapping the place order button to place the particular order. And here you can also see that we have the shipping, that's the marketplace distance rate shipping under the order summary, as you can see here, and the order has been placed. Now let's check the order that we have just placed, and let's see which shipping method is being displayed. So under the shipping method, here you can see that we have the marketplace distance rate shipping that the customer has selected for getting this particular product delivered on his entered address. So that's how a customer can basically estimate the shipping charges on the product page, and can enter his location so as to calculate and to know the estimated shipping charges for a particular product. So the customer can also check the estimated shipping charges on the cart page as well. So for that, let me tap the reorder button, or let's go to, alright, let's tap the cart, and here you can see that the shipping, the custom shipping method is visible here as well, the marketplace distance rate shipping, and that's within the cart itself. So the customers can also check the custom shipping, or the what we say as the shipping charges that would be applicable for the shipment of this product within the cart itself. So they can basically check and calculate to know the estimated shipping charges for this particular product within the cart itself as well. So now let me take you to the admin backend panel, and let me show you how the admin can configure this particular custom shipping method from the admin backend panel, and how to configure this multimedia marketplace distance-based shipping plugin under the configuration settings of this respective plugin. And then we'll be showing you the seller end, and we'll be showing you how the sellers would be able to do the same under their own account panel. So here I'm at the web store backend, and I'll be logging into my admin account by tapping in the sign in button here. So we have logged into the admin backend panel. Now after the successful installation of this particular plugin, the admin needs to configure or the admin needs to make an initial configuration first. So for that, the admin needs to navigate through stores and then configuration. And on the configuration page under the web tool block, you'll see the marketplace distance rate shipping. So you need to tap that sub menu option here, and that would bring up the general settings for the marketplace distance rate shipping plugin. So here are the general settings for the marketplace distance rate shipping. So let's go through each of them. So the very first option that we have is to enable or disable this particular functionality. So the admin can choose a yes or a no so as to enable or disable this particular functionality. So we'll choose this as yes. Google Map API key. So here the admin needs to enter the Google Map API key that would be used to calculate the distance between the origin and the destination addresses. So the admin needs to register at the Google Maps, and he'll be getting that API key, and that is to be entered here. Thereafter, the admin needs to set up the admin location. Here the admin can enter the physical store's location. Thereafter, the latitude and longitude would be auto-filled. Once the admin has entered the admin location under this section here, the admin latitude and longitude would be saved automatically. Then the admin can set up the option wherein the admin would be able to show the estimate on the product page. So for this option, if the admin has chosen this as a yes, then the estimate or the shipping estimate would be displayed to the customer on the product page. And lastly, calculate distance based on. So the admin can calculate the shipping distance by either selecting the Google Map distance or the latitude and longitude. So if the distance is not found, then the latitude and longitude would be used so as to calculate the distance between the origin and the destination. So this was the basic initial configuration that needs to be done by the admin, and thereafter the admin needs to navigate through sales and then shipping methods. So this basically applies to the admin products, and similarly when we'll be showing you the seller and configuration, that would be applying to the seller's products. So now we are under the what we say as the shipping methods, and here lastly we have the marketplace distance, rate, shipping. Now here the admin can set up the different settings that need to be configured. So let's go through each of them one by one. So the very first one is enable for checkout. So if the admin chooses this as a yes, then the distance, rate, shipping would be visible to the customers at the checkout time. Then we have the title. Here the admin can enter the title of the shipping method that would then be displayed to the customers on the website front end. So under the shipping methods, the customers would see this particular title that the admin has entered here. For the method name, the method name can also be entered and would be displayed to the customers on the website front end. Then we have the rate per unit. So basically the admin needs to enter the shipping charges applied on the basis of per unit set. So for example, if the rate per unit is set as 50 and the unit set is kilometers, and if any customer orders a product within a 1 kilometer range, then the shipping charges would be 50, and that is how the rate per unit would be applied. Then we have the maximum area covered. So right now we had entered it 99999, a very big number there. So here the admin can enter the maximum area to cover for a distance, rate, shipping calculation. So whatever the maximum area the admin has entered here would be used to cover the maximum area where up to which the shipping would be made available for a product. Then we have the item wise rate. So here the admin can choose as a yes or a no. So if the admin has chosen this option as a yes, then the shipping charges will be calculated that are based on per product, and the shipping amount will be multiplied by the number of products that have been ordered. Then we have the handling charges. The admin can add any handling charges that should be applicable for that particular product, and the admin can also set up the minimum charge. And if the shipping charges are calculated and are less than the minimum charge, then the minimum charge will be applied for the shipping. And after that we have ship to applicable countries. So basically here the admin can choose the countries where the distance, rate, shipping would be applicable. The admin can either select all countries, all allowed countries, or specific countries, and after choosing the specific countries, he can choose specific countries where this shipping would be available. Otherwise the admin can choose all allowed countries, so as to make this particular shipping available for all of the countries there. Then we have show method if not applicable. If this is chosen as a yes by the admin, then the method would not be shown at the front end, even if the shipping method is not applicable to that particular area. And under the display error message, the admin can enter the error message that would be shown to the customers when the distance, rate, shipping is not applicable for a product. So that was the main configuration, and after that the admin just needs to tap on the save configuration button, and now the customers can make use of this particular method to purchase the products of the admin as well, and they'll be able to calculate the shipping charges for the products. So now let me take you to the seller end or the vendor end, and let me show you how the vendors would be able to set up the distance, rate, shipping under their own account panel. So here I am at the vendor account panel right now, And here we can see that we have three different options here. One is set seller location under the marketplace dashboard here, set seller location. Then we have the shipping configuration and the shipping settings. So let's go to the set seller location, shipping configuration, and the shipping settings. I'll be opening that up in three different windows. So here we are on the set seller location section. So basically, once the seller has logged into their panel, they'll navigate to the set seller location, and here the seller can enter the location of their store, and the latitude and the longitude will be automatically saved for their particular location that they have entered. After that, they just need to tap on the save button. Now let's go to the shipping configuration settings. So basically, under the shipping configuration settings, the seller needs to enter the maximum area to cover for a distance rate shipping to apply. So if this is not set, then there would be no limit for the delivery distance. Then the seller needs to set up the unit, and here the seller would select the unit that will decide the shipping charges. The seller can choose it as kilometers or miles, so the unit can be selected by the seller as required. Then we can say then the seller needs to set at the rate per unit. So here the seller would enter the shipping charges applied on the basis of per unit. For example, if the rate per unit is 40 and the unit is set in kilometers, when any customer orders a product within a kilometer range, then the shipping charges would be 40. Then we have item wise rate. Here the seller can choose it as a yes or a no, and if chosen as yes, then the shipping charges will be calculated based on per product, and the shipping amount would be multiplied by the number of products that have been ordered. Then we have the handling charges and the minimum charges. So if there are any handling charges, the seller can add them up here, and the seller can also enter the minimum charge. So this minimum charge would be calculated if for example, if the shipping charges are calculated and are less than the minimum charge, then the minimum charges will be applied. So after that, the seller just needs to tap on the save button to save this particular setting for the shipping configuration. And lastly, we have the shipping setting, and here the seller needs to enter his shipping origin address, and to do so the seller needs to go to the shipping settings tab under the marketplace dashboard, and here the seller needs to enter the origin address. So here the seller would be entering his company name, and he'll be entering the phone number, he'll be entering his street address, his city, and accordingly he'll be entering the state, zip code, and the country as well. And after setting up his origin address, the seller just needs to tap on the save button. So these three configuration settings are to be done by the seller. That is, he needs to set up the location, he needs to set up the shipping configuration, and lastly the origin address under the shipping settings. So that was much about the multi-window distance-based shipping plugin for the Magento 2 platform, and I hope it helped you out. And if you have any questions or queries regarding this particular plugin, then you can always get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you may raise a ticket at webcool.udesk.com. Thanks for watching this video, and have a great day ahead.